After thousands of years of observation and reflection, our ancestors identified 4 primary physical pleasures in human life, collectively known as the 4 pleasures: eating, sleeping, copulating, and defecating. However, if one were allowed to nominate a 5th, it might very well be the act of scratching an itch, and it's safe to say many would nod in enthusiastic agreement. It remains unclear when exactly the sensation of itchiness emerged during human evolution, but one fact is undeniable. When it itches, people feel a strong urge to scratch, and when they do, the experience is intensely satisfying, often relieving, and even addictive. According to Wikipedia and MayoClinic.org, itching is defined as an unpleasant sensation that provokes the desire or reflex to scratch. There are numerous causes: infestations by lice, mites, or fleas, poor hygiene, allergic reactions to certain substances, skin irritation caused by a single strand of hair or animal fur, skin diseases, dermatitis, hives, dandruff, insect bites, dry skin, wound healing, the appearance of nodules or pimples, side effects from medication, and countless other medical disorders. In some cases, generalized itching may even be a symptom of underlying conditions such as liver disease, kidney failure, anemia, diabetes, thyroid disorders, multiple myeloma, or cancer. Regardless of the cause, there is typically only one instinctive response to an itch: an overwhelming desire and compulsion to scratch, one that often overrides all other emotional states. On a biological level, the itch sensation is transmitted through C fibers, a type of unmyelinated nerve fiber that also carries dull, lingering pain, such as the kind you feel after a minor cut. These same C fibers are known to transmit both pain and itch, although scientists have yet to fully understand why they are responsible for both. Some even jokingly speculate it might be because the fibers themselves are itching to do more. This overlap may explain why, for many years, scientists considered itch to be a mild form of pain. However, there's one clear contradiction to that theory that even a layperson can spot. When people experience pain, they instinctively pull away. But when they itch, they often turn their bodies to scratch. That contradiction alone casts doubt on the idea that itching is merely low-level pain. The truth is, the root cause of the itch remains a scientific mystery. Even the very definition of itchiness reflects that ambiguity: a sensation that induces the desire to scratch. But the story took a turn in the year 2013 when a study conducted by the United States National Institutes of Health identified a potential culprit responsible for itch: a neuropeptide molecule known as natriuretic polypeptide B, or NPPB for short. In more detail, when the body comes into contact with an itch-inducing stimulus, NPPB triggers a chain reaction that leads to the sensation of itch. This conclusion was drawn from a series of experiments in which genetically modified mice, specifically those lacking the NPPB gene, did not scratch when exposed to substances that would normally cause itching in regular mice. This demonstrated that NPPB is a necessary component for the sensation of itch to occur. However, that doesn't mean we can simply eliminate NPPB to get rid of itching altogether. The study also found that NPPB, which is secreted by the heart, plays a vital role in regulating sodium levels in the body via the kidneys, and indirectly helps control blood pressure. So the question becomes, would you prefer to itch just a little but remain stable? Or eliminate itching entirely and watch your blood pressure behave like cryptocurrency, constantly rising and falling? Besides, itching may not be as useless as one might think. Some scientists now believe it is an essential product of evolution. Think about it. The act of scratching helps remove lice, mites, and other harmful irritants from the skin. Without the ability to feel itchiness, these unwanted guests might be free to settle down, reproduce, and build a whole civilization on your body. As for the question of why scratching relieves itching, according to Hellline.com, Scratching causes a mild pain stimulus that distracts the brain from the itch. More specifically, this pain triggers the release of serotonin, a neurotransmitter with many functions, including mood regulation, which produces a pleasurable sensation when you scratch the right spot. Interestingly, serotonin also has the ability to reset the itch signal, and in some cases, instead of stopping the itch, it traps you in a loop, where the more you scratch, the itchier it becomes. At that point, the only way to break the cycle is to stop scratching and wait for the sensation to subside. Depending on the severity, doctors may recommend applying moisturizing creams or using antihistamines, which are essentially anti-allergy medications to reduce the urge to scratch. As a fun bonus, if you've made it this far into the video, chances are you're feeling itchy somewhere right now. Just like yawning, itchiness can be contagious. Watching someone scratch or viewing images or videos of ants or fleas can trigger your own itch response. Strange but true.